So, and just touch on a couple of partner success stories. So, case study one, advanced aerospace maintenance. So we did this. So reverse engineering helicopter blades. They needed to make some tooling for some adhesive or sorry abrasive stripping on the front of their blades. Now in this software with this customer, we brought in our Metroscan. You can see there we set up that helicopter blade, scanned it, and then utilized DesignX to reverse engineer those blades into models that they could then make their tooling off of. We actually just did this again, a follow-up project where we got to utilize our new HandyScan Max. Worked even faster. It was awesome. So we've used a couple different scanning technologies for this application. And then at the end of the day, they could take those models and create those I keep saying weather stripping, the abrasive stripping tooling that they can for these blades, so that way they can have a longer service life. It helps protect that leading edge. So substantially reduces their design phase on this because they don't have to guess and check. They've got exactly what the blade is. All right, case study two. I think I mentioned automotive earlier. So old cars has been very popular the last couple of years, especially with COVID and everything. Yeah, people wanting to because they can't get new cars or not having a whole lot to do. They turn their kind of beloved old cars and they put a little more focus on those project cars. So in this, I did a Datsun. We actually scanned the steering arm with a HandyScan, and you can see there's the real part, there's the scan data, and then I used DesignX to convert that scan data to a CAD file. This person was a machinist, so from there they could take that CAD file and we're actually able to make their part. So pretty nice. And then we do a number of these projects where maybe these are offered for sale by the customer as aftermarket components. So really nice when those aren't available readily on the market. Okay, and last example I want to touch on. So this is a different scanner that we use, but we scanned a whole airplane and I reverse engineered the exterior of it. We scanned this with a long range scanner. So our Faro Focus is actually, you set the scanner down, it takes a huge picture all the way in a 360-degree shot, and you basically move it around until you get all your line of sight, 100% of the data, or as close to it as possible. You can see there I've sliced that plane in half. We actually did the interior as well. But in this case, we needed a model of a Falcon 10. This plane they quit making in 1989. There's no CAD for this plane, right? So next best thing is to scan it and create the CAD file of it so the end customer could do what they needed to do with that data. So solution, again, kind of talked about it. Faro Focus, scan the plane with that. We reverse engineered the plane. I would definitely choose DesignX every time for reverse engineering aerospace parts. It's just that Loft Wizard makes the process so much more simple. And then we also did components with our Metroscan. So we scan individual components and then actually use the long range data to place those components in the proper locations of the plane and model them in place. So we did the hatch there. That was one of the components we did, but we did a number of others.